Right, let's bring you this story now. The Bloemfontein High Court is set to deliver its judgment tomorrow on whether Moroadi Cholota's extradition was lawfully conducted. Cholota, who is accused of corruption alongside several others, including the former Free State Premier, Ace Magashule, says South African officials violated her rights when she was brought back to South Africa. She's the one of the accused in relation to an asbestos eradication project. Let's speak now to Ziniko Mhlaba, who is going to tell us what we can expect from the court tomorrow. Ziniko, good evening to you. Let's kick it off with what we can expect from the judge tomorrow. This matter has been going on for some time.
Yes, clearly, this matter has been going on for some time. Remember that there is that, main trial that is set to start in March, which includes over 16 accused in relation to that asbestos eradication program. So the NPA has been trying to get that trial ongoing, but there have been some issues in relation to one of those accused, Moroadi Cholota, who has been challenging her extradition to South Africa. You remember just last month, on the 23rd of January 2026, the Constitutional Court had ruled that indeed her extradition to South Africa was unlawful because it was instituted not by a member of the executive, but the NPA itself. However, the very same judgment, the Constitutional Court did say that there were other issues that the highest court of the land could not deal with, therefore referred the matter back to the Bloemfontein High Court for this particular judge, Judge Lobster, to really conclude and hear arguments, especially when it comes to the allegations being tabled by Ms. Cholota, which include that South African officials violated her constitutional right when they lied to U.S. authorities. But also, she was saying that South African authorities lied when they said that Ms. Cholota does have relations in Kenya and in Nigeria and several other issues Cholota took issue with when it comes to the state. So that matter was heard just in the second week of February. Both the state and Ms. Cholota tabled their hearings. So what we can expect tomorrow is the judgment on that particular issue, whether then, all those allegations that Ms. Cholota had made and leveled against South African authorities were true or not. So that's what the judgment will be about tomorrow. Both sides tabled their arguments convincingly, I must say, as a spectator on that particular day. But it will be up to Judge Lobster then to then decide whether, Ms. Cholota does have a leg to stand on. Whatever is going to be said is going to then give us an idea as South Africans whether this matter will finally get to trial in the first week of March or not. However, if maybe one of the two sides, whether the NPA or Ms. Cholota's legal team, feel aggrieved, they still have a right to really, appeal the same judgment that is going to be delivered tomorrow. And by the look of things and how serious this matter has been in terms of Ms. Cholota trying to really, argue that she does not have to stand any trial in South Africa because she was brought in South Africa illegally. So the question is, how far is any of these sides willing to go if they find that the judgment that is going to be delivered tomorrow does not suit them? Are they going to appeal? And if they decide to go on appeal, which means it's going to take us back to the very same process of the first round of the trial within a trial that was dealing with the issue of who has the power to request an extradition, and that matter has been settled. So if one of these two sides decide then to challenge tomorrow's appeal, to challenge tomorrow's judgment, that means we'll go to another round of an appeal. And the only question we can ask is any of these sides willing to go as far as the Constitutional Court again, but all that will be cleared tomorrow. So it's a very important day tomorrow because we'll get a sense of whether then the 17 accused are finally going to go on trial, and if they do, will they be ready to go on trial in March 2016? So tomorrow is very, very important only. However, even if we do go on trial on the 1st of March, there are challenges with some of the co-accused who've been accused alongside Cholota and Ace Magashule, who have run out of funds. They've told the court previously that they were planning to apply to get legal aid to assist them. However, people such as Ace Magashule have been saying that they do not believe that those individuals are likely going to be granted that opportunity to be represented by legal aid because they will not qualify based on their income and whether they do not afford a private lawyer or not. There's one of the accused number one actually on that particular case had said that he has run out of funds. We saw the lawyer saying that openly in an open court that he will no longer be representing accused number one. So there's so many dynamics in this particular case, but the clearance or the first sense of clearance we'll get tomorrow on whether Moroadi Cholota is going to walk free again or whether then the court will say, yes, you were brought to South Africa legally, but you're in South Africa now. You must answer some questions that are being put to you through the criminal case and charges that have been laid against you by the NPA here in South Africa, and then maybe we'll deal with your extradition process later on or through another process. But for now, you do need to join your other co-accused on that asbestos matter. So all that will be cleared tomorrow, Oli, and we'll update the viewers as soon as those proceedings start tomorrow morning.
Ziniko Mhlaba giving us a heads up of what we might expect from the Bloemfontein High Court tomorrow.